Emily is messy as hell. Christian, also messy as hell. A big fucking threat to this game. Episode starts off with the Purple Tribe, of course. Lost in the last episode. Q went home instead of Angelina. So now the Purple Tribe bought to Ozzy is talking about targeting Angelina now to get close to Mike to break up that Goliath 3. And Angelina is targeting Stephanie, Q's ally. Then for the Orange Tribe, they had this little talent show that was cute. I really feel like Jonathan and Charlie should have won. But whatever, they picked Rizzo. That further fueled Charlie's beef with Rizzo, which is fucking hilarious, over a misunderstanding. Please tell me if he's realized and talk about it already, or if we have to wait to the reunion to figure this out. On the Teal Tribe, which is Carlo, this whole Aubrey versus Genevieve situation keeps brewing up. I love this beef. This is my favorite thing that's happening on the show, honestly. The way Genevieve was just like, oh, where's Aubrey? And yo, Aubrey is just funny as hell. She was just like, I was gone for 5 fucking minutes. Then boom, Aubrey out here trying to find an advantage because she knows she's on the bottom. Genevieve finds another Billie Eilish idol, and that is fucking crazy. She's the queen of idols this season, and she gave it to Rizzo, which, damn, the way they going after Rizzo, it breaks my heart. But you know what? I'm going for the underdog. I wasn't going for Rizzo, but now I'm going for him just because of that. We get to the immunity and reward challenge, and the reward is this whole Zac Brown band situation. Listen, I'm not a big fan of country music. I had no idea who he was. They said he was a big fan of the show. Dee was getting all excited, but they built up this whole moment of Dee being in love with this guy, how she grew up on his music, and how his music has changed her life. They do all of this just for the Teal team to win. They was crushing it. That Teal team, Kahlo with the Unk Squad in them, they got it. Anyways, so the Orange team end up getting second, and they don't get shit. All they get is immunity, but they don't get no food, they don't get no band. They was back at the beach just crying their ass off. Oh my, this show is so fucking messy, bro. Like, you watching these people starve, and then somebody's going home, gonna have their dream crushed, and then y'all over here listening to country music and having some good fish too. That fish look good. Moving on. The purple team loses again, and that was just a tough watch. They were not budging. They could not move that damn boat. I do believe it got stuck, but even if it got stuck, there was no way they were gonna get it loose. That was just tough. They should have never voted Q out, because Q was the muscle of that group, and they voted his ass out. So now, boom, the purple loses, and then for me, this was the most entertaining tribal kind of situation. Them scrabbling around on who they were going to vote out. This was insane. Ozzy and Emily want to go Angelina to break up the David and Goliath 3, which is Mike, Angelina, and Christian. Ozzy was straight up with Mike and said, hey, I'm going for Angelina. I'm going for your girl. So now, boom, Mike comes up with this plan to save Angelina. And now Goliath 3 minus Christian wants to go Emily. This girl's a fucking tornado, just messy as hell. But Christian doesn't want to go Emily. Christian feel like, oh, that's his nerd girl, and they sticking together. They've been in this game this whole time together, so he's sticking beside. And he brings this plan to Mike. Mike struck a nerve when he was like, this whole Emily situation reminds me of the Gabby situation. That's what he tells Christian. Christian starts crying about how Gabby's, like, I didn't watch that season, so I don't know what happened. But apparently this Gabby girl backstabbed Christian. It didn't work, but the fact that she tried to backstab him really hurt his feelings, and he still hasn't recovered 7 years later. And Mike bringing that up, trying to convince him to vote out Emily, that struck a nerve. And I feel like that was a stupid move on Mike's part. To me, as I said, Mike reminds me of Mike Wazowski. And that was such a Mike Wazowski move. It was a smart move, but you shouldn't have told him. Your logic was accurate, and it's probably true. This is probably a Gabby situation for real. You shouldn't have told him. Are you out your fucking mind? Anyways, Christian was trying to save her, and Emily, oh my fucking god. This girl just, like, she's driving me crazy on the show, but she's great entertainment. Let me say that. Emily immediately tells Ozzy. She almost fucked up the whole shit. She almost got her ass sent home by telling Ozzy. This is the same situation. Christian ran his mouth and told Emily she was a target. And then now Emily runs, like, because y'all both just running your mouth at this point. So y'all all just messy as fuck. It's the game. It is what it is. This whole game is just pure chaos. We go to tribal council. This leads to the Mike White blindside. The first and best blindside of the season. It was such a great blindside. He had no idea. He thought he was head honcho and Machiavelli and running the game, and they booted his ass out. It was such a great vote because I feel like there were blindsides, but it was a unanimous vote. So to me, that doesn't really count. This was a very niche vote. It was 3-2-1, not unanimous. There was 3 different ideas up in the air. Ozzy thought Angelina was going home. Angelina and Mike thought Emily was going home. Christian is just as dangerous as Mike to me. Ozzy was pissed. Christian talked about, oh, we'll discuss this later. I'll give you the whole breakdown. Ozzy was like, it's too late. This poor guy was heartbroken, but I feel like he should understand where they were coming from. But at the end of the day, I get where he's coming from because he was totally left out the vote. He was left out of 2 votes. He didn't know where these people were going because that means he was blind. Oh my god, I am just now realizing what happened to Ozzy. I feel so fucking bad because he was really left out of the fucking vote. So he was left out of the vote from Mike. And then he was left out of the vote with Christian and Emily. So he really didn't know what the fuck was happening. Oh shit. Nah, this is crazy. Yo. So this is my favorite episode of this season so far. Because more than ever, I'm pretty sure every episode I feel this way. Oh my god, I can't wait to see what happens next. But this time, really, like, I cannot wait for this next episode to see what happens next. Oh my god, this is crazy. That's it. That's all. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.